appealed to this government to treat vulnerable Albertans, including PDD, with humanity. And the minister says that cuts are not trickling down to vulnerable people. But PDD-funded agencies have notified us that they are facing cuts from $30,000 to $140,000. There is no amount of administrative efficiencies that can be found that will prevent these cuts from harming the lives of people on PDD. My questions are to the Premier. Why is this government doing another round of cuts on Calgary Region PDD service providers?
Honourable the Premier.
Mr. Speaker, we're fortunate as a province of Alberta that we save during the good times. We have the cash surplus fund that's set aside to cushion the blow on the significant reduction in our revenue. And one of our commitments, of course, is to ensure that we support the most vulnerable. PDD, persons with developmental disabilities are part of that group, and we're doing everything we can to ensure that the services that they have will continue to be provided for.
The honourable member.
Back to the Premier. Given that before the new fiscal year even starts, several Calgary area service providers know they are facing cuts for next year's programming, why does the Premier continue to deny that government budget decisions will result in less service delivery to vulnerable Albertans? Of course it will.
The honourable the Premier.
Mr. Speaker, the Minister has all of the detail with respect to region, and she will be able to answer that question.
The honourable member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in our budget that's being debated right now, we have kept our budget level, and certainly that's going to create a situation where we need to find efficiencies. And we have asked our regions to help us find those efficiencies, and I believe the regions are asking the social agencies that work with our PDD clients to help us find those efficiencies with little or no impact on our clients.
The honourable member.
Again, back to the Premier. Why does this government want to quietly cut the number of people on PDD and leave them with no grounds for appeal? The regulation covering PDD appeal states that a decision to amend a contract with a service provider is exempt from appeal. If the government makes cuts to PDD service providers and the service providers then have to cut support hours, there's no recourse for anyone affected.
The honourable minister.
Mr. Speaker, I am not aware of this situation at all. I believe that there is an appeal process. We have special, separate PDD appeal boards to handle situations just as what has been described here. And I will look into this fact, but it's something that I'm not aware of.